Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We're gonna start with the daily here, where we have our channeling taken from the bull run as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside, finished to wave 1 here as highest possibility, because currently of course we did not broke above this base channel yet. And we are still, of course, here in a potential wave A and another 3 waves toward the upside for a wave B and an expanding flat, looking for a wave C as a wave 2, of course, for a new bull run to unfold toward the upside. Meaning, all what you saw right now as higher prices for Bitcoin was not a continuation of a bull run, but it was, of course, a bear market in an expanding flat wave B, where the wave B would like to go higher, even above the new highs of a wave A, which is a corrective wave, 3 waves, A, B, and a C. You're looking for an aggressive wave C to finish this bear market, of course, which it might ends up inside or around this area, which is a very strong area for Bitcoin right now in the history of Bitcoin. I repeat, this is one of the strongest area for Bitcoin as a support. I will call it the reset area as a 0 here. I believe that the price might come back around the 60 to 70k and then moving toward the upside toward the 200k for the next bull run for Bitcoin. Now, currently, if we label our scenarios here, where you are bullish, still looking for bullish, meaning you're still looking for a wave 5 here, you might be in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Possibility is there. Of course, you can still finish a wave 5 in an ending diagonal, where you might see, of course, a lower prices and then, of course, moving for higher. And this might be, of course, turning in somehow as a zigzag yes, as a zigzag, exactly. And I would like to see another zigzag formation there, and then, of course, continuation for one final move for Bitcoin towards the upside. Now, would this change the situation? Well, yes, of course, it can change it to a bull run here again towards 142k, 130k, and then moving towards the downside again for Bitcoin. Now, another scenario, which is of course also an ending diagonal internally and not externally. We're talking here internally about this wave, where you are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. This wave 5 here can be, of course, an ending diagonal itself. Yeah, so we're looking here at a potential ending diagonal, which is still, of course, possible for Bitcoin. 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, can be here finished even. Yeah, so we can call it finished or one more high, yeah, because this is an impulse here. Now, internally can be a zigzag, but higher possibility it is an impulse. All right. Finishing wave A, you're still looking for a wave B. You're still looking for a wave C in a wave 5 of 5. Okay, and you're still looking around the 128k, 134k, meaning above the 130k, much more preferably, of course, here to ends up this bullish scenario again for a wave 5, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, after having 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 4, and a 5, right? So those are the possibilities here for the bullish, where you still might have big ending diagonal or simply a smaller one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the bearish scenario, where we are looking, of course, for the wave B, as explained in the channeling section, where we saw an A, B, and a C potential target around the 67k, which is, of course, around the strong area for Bitcoin, where we might, of course, rebound over there for a wave 2 here and then moving toward the upside, especially that, of course, your 0.38 here on the logarithmic is at a 57k, but if you go to the linear, you will see that this target of the expanding flat here is in confluence with the 0.5 on the linear, which is much more accurate for the fib levels on the linear, of course, and you might hit this area, of course, around the 67k for Bitcoin or 70k. I would say 67 is a perfect target for an A, B, and a C here, and moving towards the upside. We're gonna see this anyway. It might dive deeper. It depends on the structure. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, of course, until that time. But currently, This is, of course, your potential scenario on the daily for the bearish, of course, which it might be playing here because you are still, of course, below the 1.38 and you even retrace from it. You're still inside the channel. You retrace exactly from the channel here and you move down. And of course, you finish simply here three ways. And so you have A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the wave C, A, B, and a C towards the upside, finished a wave Y. Yeah, and even if this is an impulse, let's say this is kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished impulse here. Let's say so, which I doubt it a little bit. Let's say this is an impulse. You finish simply therefore potentially here an A, B, and a C. Okay, which is still the same. ABC here, three waves towards the upside. You finish, of course, an ABC, but preferably that this ABC is finished with one more wave, 4 and a 5, to finish the wave B there. Yeah, and it might hit simply the 1.38. This is what I was looking for. Currently, I consider this as a wave Y and not a wave C as ABC. I consider it a W, X, and a Y because this looks like three waves. And if you want to count the micro, yeah, it's much more logical to be in ABC and of course W, X, and Y here, or even can be a zigzag ABC, ABC again, finishing W, X, and Y, three ways down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep, so these are the possibilities for the bearish. Another possibility for the bearish here also is the ending diagonal, even in a smaller degree here as well, can be as of course 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing over there, a small one, and not considering that like the bullish is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a difference. And in the bearish is that you are in A, B, and a C. Your wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, guys. So by all means here, Bitcoin is searching after an ending diagonal, I believe, which is the most highest probability. Now you can have several shapes of ending diagonal here. To recap it, besides that, if it is bullish or bearish, the ending diagonal is an ending diagonal. So the possibilities here for ending diagonal starts from this smallest one, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which it might finish a wave B. Okay. The second ending diagonal can be even this one, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, which is almost the same what you are asking for the smaller degree here, right? The final one is, of course, for the bullish here as well, a big wave 5, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, almost the same thing. Yeah. So it's about like which degrees this diagonal is gonna be, and the higher it goes, well, the possibilities shift between them, right? The higher, if higher, of course, then it goes for wave 5, wave 1, finished bull run here, and you start a new bear market. If just simply inside this blue box, 1.38 here for the fib level, wave B, therefore, yeah, very simply, wave B. A quick update for the 1 hour chart here. What we are looking at is, of course, as you know, the diagonals are very likely, and you probably have one here. Currently, you have finished this zigzag, and you continue towards the upside in an ending diagonal, probably wave 5. So we're gonna see, of course, it can be an A, B, and a C here to finish up this this wave C in an expanding flat wave V again. Okay, so very likely can be a possibility. Now internally here, you have two things. Let me highlight on that. So basically, you can consider this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished wave A, as we mentioned ABC, or you can consider this as well, kind of like an A, B, and a C here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished ending diagonal of an expanding flat in the blue box as we expected, and we start the retracement towards the upside. If you remember yesterday, I mentioned that those are the key level to be watched, 0.886, and of course the low. If we take those, therefore, yes, confirmation for bearish, no ending diagonals, no nothing. Everything is starting to push down. But if you are above these, and of course, Bitcoin always love to try the limits, and therefore I cannot confirm bearish scenario yet, guys. So possibility are still there, of course, to move for higher, one more leg, even for Bitcoin, in several ending diagonals in different degrees, okay? But very obviously that we are ending the structure, okay? We are at the top for Bitcoin, therefore it is a warning here, and you should be very, very careful and cautious about it. And don't forget that our Bitcoin dominance here is, of course, starting to fall down. Yeah, so since the dominance start to fall down and give already this signal that we see already before in the history here, so we might expect, of course, a continuation for a fall down. And if you remember yesterday, I made this testing area here for Bitcoin and the altcoins, right? So during this move here in the beginning of this alt season, Bitcoin was not dumping down, definitely was not dumping down, but it was in a corrective wave and probably even an ending diagonal of the structure of the impulsive structure, which we are currently at right now. And at the same time, in the altcoins, we saw, of course, a massive move towards the upside because they got, of course, the dominance on the market. And we might see this again, of course, especially that many altcoins have a very impulsive structure towards the upside, ready to unfold. That was it for Bitcoin, and of course a general overview for the crypto market. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.